And Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he went to eating and drinking. Then he got up and went his way. So Esau despised the birthright. Genesis 25:34. Next, Hebrews 12:16. That there may be no fornicator, nor anyone not appreciating sacred things like Esau, who in exchange for one meal gave away his rights as firstborn. Next, Hosea chapter 12, verses 2 through 5, and also verse 12. And Jehovah has a legal case with Judah, even to hold an accounting against Jacob according to his ways, according to his dealings. He will repay him in the belly. He seized his brother by the heel, and with his dynamic energy, he contended with God. And he kept contending with an angel and gradually prevailed. He wept that he might implore favor for himself. At Bethel, he got to find him, and there he began talking with us. And Jacob and Jehovah, the God of the armies, Jehovah is his memorial. And Jacob proceeded to run away to the field of Syria, and Israel kept serving for a wife, and for a wife he guarded sheep. Now, these scriptures show that there is a relative comparison between Jacob and Esau. Genesis explains that Esau despised the birthright. It was easy for him to give it up for food because he did not appreciate sacred things as Hebrews is mentioned in Hebrews. He didn't appreciate the high value of it. It was something that he thought was in his back pocket. So he felt that, all right. You want it? Sure. Like I'm never going to give that to you. I'll get it anytime I want it. It's like the tortoise and the hare. So confident he was going to win the race that he not only stopped, but he fell asleep. And so Esau was completely asleep when it came to sacred things. He despised it. It wasn't of great value to him. And because he was so sure that he can have hold of it anytime he wanted. And so he was very casual with it. And then you have Jacob, who, as the scripture indicates, he just did too much. In Hosea, it's almost as if they're mocking him. And he did this and he did that, and then he fled to Syria, and he guarded sheep for a wife. He guarded sheep. And, it makes it seem, and when it says that he contended with God, because he stole a blessing. He tried to steal a blessing when he was supposed to receive it, and he was not gracious as a receiver. And so he didn't let Jehovah God do what he wanted to do. And no, he could not beat an angel. The spirit son only had to touch his hip, and he became out of joint and walked around with a limp. It was merely Jehovah God making Jacob go through a lot of ordeal, because that's how he started his journey with Jehovah God, doing too much. You want to do this much? Do this too. Jehovah God, remember, is perfectly good and perfectly bad. And this is how he dealt with Jacob, who was just doing too much. He didn't learn how to wait on Jehovah until the last minute. He learned to wait on Jehovah when Jehovah God said, give Ephraim your grandson the right of birth of firstborn, and give Manasseh the firstborn the secondary right. And that's what he did when he finally learned.